Is there anyone in New York City tonight that wants to go on a rat tour? Let me know by 4:30. I might have a couple cameras with me tonight, and we need a couple people, more than two. Comment below and let me know. We got to work quick on this one.
Tourists in New York City are signing up to go on late-night rat tours. That's right. See the Statue of Liberty, Rockefeller Center, and maybe catch Pizza Rat. It's the brainchild of TikToker Kenny Bollwerk, and don't worry if he can't make it to the Big Apple. He's also known for streaming videos of the vermin as well. Kenny Bollwerk is on the line, the rat tour guide. Kenny, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. I got a lot of fans up in Montreal, Canada, so thanks for having me.
Kenny, let me tell you something. It was last summer. I was in New York. It was 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I had left a bar, and I was walking back to where I was staying. And I don't know if it's a family or a colony. I don't know what it's termed, but I saw just a large group of rats scurry in front of me, and I just couldn't believe it. How'd this all come about for you, Kenny? Why are you doing rat tours?
That's the exact reaction I get when I film on TikTok Live. A lot of people don't get that chance to make it to New York City for whatever reason. So I have the awesome opportunity to film on TikTok Live on my channel and show what's going on and try to bring awareness to get rid of these rats. Because like you said, you see those rats when you're leaving the bar at night. You don't want to see that when you're walking home, and nobody wants to see that where they live here in New York.
So the videos you posted became tours, and you just said you're trying to highlight the problem. But it seems like if people want to see these rats, right? Who are your customers that are paying for these tours?
Yeah, people love to see it. The tours are free, so you can reach out to me on my NYC_KB handle. But tours are free because people just want to come see it. It's so unpredictable. You never know what you're going to see. And they can't believe their eyes when they're actually here in person. These sites have become like tourist attractions themselves. Even when we get rid of the rats from a site, which we have done successfully in 2 different spots, people want to go back to those spots and take a picture with me there or take a picture by themselves there.
Kenny, I've done like a whale watching tour once, right? You get in a boat and they're like, listen, yeah, exactly, right? And they're like, listen, we may not even see a whale, tough noogies if it doesn't happen. But how does it work on your tours? Is it guaranteed now in New York you're going to see something?
I mean, it's hard to say. Yeah, it's hard to say anything's guaranteed nowadays, but it's very likely. I'm going to say 99.9% likely we're going to see rats. That's because I used the rat portal online. The New York City Department of Sanitation, Department of Health, whatever department they have on the website, they have a rat portal where you can look up all the infested areas.
And of course, Kenny, we heard that the city of New York, Mayor Adams appointed a rat czar earlier in the year. Can you tell us about, do you view the rat czar as a competition, as a colleague? How do you view the whole tackling of the problem?
Yeah, definitely competition. I'm the rat daddy, rat king, whatever you want to call me. But I'm going to these places that the complaints are coming in from the residents, and I'm double checking that the city is doing their job. So they're going to put all these enforcements on the residents, on the small business owners. I'm here for the people.
So what are you seeing? Like, how bad is it, Kenny?
It's bad in certain areas. That's the perception. People get scared and say they don't want to visit New York City, but it's only in certain areas, and it's mainly certain areas that have vacant lots, construction sites, stuff like that you're seeing. These dining structures, outdoor dining where people are eating, those are the terrible spots, and the mayor just signed a permanent order to keep those around. So we're trying to expose and bring light to the problem that these sites are attracting rats. And it was cool during COVID to sit outside and eat, but those days are long gone. Take down these dining structures, especially if you're not going to keep them maintained.
And can you tell us, Kenny, do you have a story of one particular tour or one trip down an alley that particularly sticks in your head?
Yeah, I have a lot, but yeah, one of them particularly sticks in my head. That incredible pizza guy on TikTok was coming by one night to see me and say hello. He's a pizza owner here in New York City at Philomena's. And he was on a bike and came by to say hello and didn't know where he was coming by and ran over one.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
It was okay, though. It survived.
I guess so. The rats, eh? Do you have a record on number of rats you've seen on one tour?
On one tour, yeah. I would say over 200.
200 in what? What's the span of time there? An hour?
It's about an hour to 2 hours.
Jeez. Okay. Kenny, it seems like the war's not winnable. When numbers like that, and obviously you've been looking at your TikTok videos, do you think that New York can win the war against rats?
I don't know if we can win the war, but we can control it. It's just like going out for hunting up there in Canada. I know there's a lot of hunters probably. It's controlling the population when it becomes infested and making sure that you're doing all the steps you can to not allow them to be getting food sources where they're at. So I think, am I going to get rid of all the rats? Is the city get rid of all the rats? No, let's be realistic. But you don't want to see colonies, like you mentioned, walking down the street or next to your apartment where you live.
Kenny, let's just talk about the TikTok here for a second. Rats, they're not very popular. Most people are creeped out by rats. So why do you think your TikTok has become so popular?
Just because it's so unpredictable. You never know what you're going to see out in the streets, whether it's rats, whether it's humans walking down the street and asking, random questions, or the unpredictable things about New York, like you see on the news, you see in the media. You don't know what you're going to see. People want to see it themselves. They want to come here and something different. People get sick of going to the Empire State Building. How many times can you go there? People get sick of going to Times Square. It's like one and done. The rats, unpredictable, different locations around New York that you may have never been. Come on and see me.
Kenny, let me tell you something. Next time I'm in New York, all of those tourist attractions you mentioned, been there, done that. I have not done the rat tour. I may seek you out. Kenny, how do our listeners find you?
You can find me on TikTok at NYC_KB. Again, NYC_KB. And love to see you guys on there. If you can't make it to New York, tune into the live streams.
The KB for Kenny Bollwerk, and Kenny Bollwerk is the Rat Tour Guide. Kenny, best of luck on your escapades. Appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me up in Montreal. Love you guys.
I love you too, Kenny. We got a good relationship between Montreal and New York City. All right. Let me know what you think on the rats, by the way. I did get a note from a listener here saying, Elias, I went to New York for 5 days. We only saw one rat when we grabbed a slice of pizza for dinner and sat down to eat at Bryant Park. I honestly expected to see way more. You got to go out at night for the rats. I mean, the rats, it's a midnight 2 a.m. experience.